Honourable members, I have a statement in which I would like to make. As you know, I'm a traditionalist, and I wanted the first address to be to the House. Unfortunately, CBC had other ideas, but not in a social media post or a Friday afternoon press release, but to the members whom I serve. You deserve to be the first to hear from me. Serving this assembly has been one of the greatest honors of my lifetime. Standing alongside each of you and serving you has been a dream that I've lived out each day. But today that dream comes to an end, for as my time in the chair will only last a few more minutes. I believe that we are at a critical time in our province and in our country with respect to how we interact with the world and with the United States of America. How we do that interaction, I believe, is just as important as what we do to interact. Recently, the Premier asked if I would serve as the senior representative to the United States of America based in Washington, D.C. And I have accepted that offer and consider it a great honor to serve Albertans and Alberta in a new way. Serving as the 14th Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of Alberta over the past almost 6 years has prepared me for such a time as this. Working as the Assembly's chief diplomat has equipped me in and to be ready for my next role, serving Albertans in a new and meaningful way. In just a few moments, my time in the chair will come to a close. While I will not officially resign as Speaker until Monday evening at midnight to allow the House and its members to prepare for a Speaker election, I have spoken with both the House leaders and recommended that a new Speaker election take place on Tuesday, the 13th of May at 10 a.m. The Deputy Speaker and the Deputy Chair of Committees have accepted the additional responsibilities over the next couple of days and will assist the Assembly while members prepare themselves for an election. Did you know that I am the 8th longest serving Speaker of Alberta for 2,177 days? I've sat through 345 question periods, totaling 287 hours, or 12 full days of question periods. I've presided over 2,195 hours of debate, or 91 full 24-hour periods. And a whopping 17.9 million words have been spilled on the floor of the Assembly. And who has been there with me? My colleague, the Deputy Speaker. For all of that time, we have been on this rocket ride together. Elected in 2015, you have become a true lifetime friend, and I'm proud to have served this chair with you. My appointment will take place in early June, and I will serve as a private member of this Assembly until that time, and I will speak directly to the constituents of Olds Didsbury Three Hills in the coming days. But suffice to say, in the remaining days of session as a private member, I've got a few things to get off my chest. Thank you to the constituents of Olds Didsbury Three Hills who have supported me. Thank you to the moms and dads who make our province what it is. Thank you to the truck drivers and the farmers who make the world spin. And thank you to the volunteers and activists. Without you, our collective success is impossible. They say that you're only as good as the people that you surround yourself with. And I have had some of the greatest in my office. Thank you to Katja for being so incredible, for Andrew for working with me, for not just being a great colleague, but an incredible friend. And thank you to my long-serving Chief of Staff, who I owe much of my success to. Some days you were the gas pedal and some days you were the brakes, but you always knew which pedal to push on which days. I appreciate you. I'm sure that you will continue to do great things in the future, whatever comes next for you, but your service to our province has made a huge impact, not just on me, but members of the Assembly, and I am deeply grateful. Thank you to Brenda in my old office for your thousands and thousands of hours of worries, your relentless support, to all others who've supported me, including Ethan, Nathan, Alana, and many others. Lastly, to my friends and family, you all know who you are, too many to note today. You've served alongside of me on this team that we've had together. In many ways, my service has been your service. Your support has meant the world to me, and this would have been impossible without you. On rare occasions when politicians receive praise and limelight, you deserve all of the credit. Honourable members, our democracy is worth fighting for. It's worth standing up for. And in my only words of caution this afternoon, let me say this. Sometimes, when we don't like the results of an election here in Alberta, in our country, or around the world, we are inclined to say things like, our democracy is broken. And I worry that it has a chilling impact on our democracy and our people. Honourable members, our democracy isn't broken. It's alive and well. It's more accessible and open to an overwhelming majority of Albertans today than it has been at any point in time in our history. If a new Canadian or a young Albertan shows up in Alberta today, it's possible that they can be here in these seats in virtually no time at all. And there are tons of examples in this chamber that I can see today that are proof positive that through hard work and dedication breeds new hope and new opportunity. And those opportunities lead to a strong, robust, open, and transparent democracy. Our democracy is truly unique. It isn't about how much money you have or who you know, but it's about building teams of people to work together to accomplish a common goal that has gotten all of us to this point today. And lastly, let me remind you of this. And I have told thousands of young students across our province over the past decade that I have served, that there is more in common between all of us than divide us. And that every single morning, my colleagues on the government wake up and come to this place to hope to make Alberta the best place to live, work, and raise a family. And my colleagues in the opposition come to this place every morning with the exact same goal. They wake up with a desire to make Alberta the best place to live, work, and raise a family. And the only thing that sets us apart is that one team of people have deeply held passionate views on how to make that happen, and the other team holds an entirely different set of values and views on how to make that happen. But together, we share a common unity, a common sense of purpose to defend our democracy, to make Alberta the best place to live, work, and raise a family. Thank you each for your support and trust and respect that you've placed in me and as the speaker, not just your speaker, but the people's speaker. May God bless you. May God bless Alberta. And now, for the very last time, honourable members, we are at orders of the day, orders du jour.